Hello, welcome to You Haven't Blanked That. I'm Forrest.
And this is Jimmy. Hey, Forrest.
Hey, Jimmy.
So this week, for Roger Corman month, we watched a little movie called The Pit and the Pendulum, starring Vincent Price.
Yes.
So Elizabeth Bernard Medina, Barbara Steele's, has died in the prime of her life, and her brother Francis John Kerr wants to know why. Elizabeth's husband Nicholas, Vincent Price, and her doctor offer different explanations, but when Francis learns that Nicholas's mother may have been buried alive, he begins to wonder if his sister met the same fate. And when it comes to believe that Elizabeth's spirit wanders about Nicholas' castle, Francis investigates and is stunned by what he finds. Bum bum bum.
So I'm going to point
How
out...
beautiful was this movie?
It was. There are things that kind of made me laugh, though.
Oh, like on purpose or...
Accidentally.
Okay.
I, for one, was not expecting this to be about the Spanish Inquisition.
Okay. It's always about the Spanish Inquisition.
No one expects the Spanish Inquisition. I've not read the... Have you read the original Pit and the Pendulum? Looking years ago?
Years and years ago.
All right.
More than 25 years ago?
So, like, well, in high school, when everybody goes through that fucking Edgar Allan Poe phase.
Yeah, junior high maybe? Junior high. Because that's when we read... when all of them were like assignments. Jeez, 25 years ago. That's crazy.
Oh, it's longer than 25 years ago because we graduated.
Anyways,
almost
keep reading.
25 years ago, so it was almost
anyways,
30 years ago at this point, Jimmy. It looks like, I'll give you that. Yeah, there's part the whole like all the credits and going in and him going through all the beaches and shit to get to Vincent Price's castle.
Yeah. So everything about this movie obviously is all practical effects. There's no special effects at all. The only thing that's special effects in this film is just the matte paintings on the glass. It's just the castle in the beginning, and then the depths of the pit.
Yeah.
Everything else, obviously you can tell.
Yeah. So we know, like you said, the brother goes there because his sister died, and he's suspicious of the death.
Yeah. And then he finds out she died 3 months ago.
Yeah, but I like how the brother is like, something is weird about my sister's death, and then Vincent Price was like, "Can you look at the feng shui of this room?"
Yeah. How do you like Vincent's first appearance when he comes out, when you first see him? I thought it was so good because he's like, "Oh, she's buried down below." He's like, Francis is like, "Take me to the grave." And he goes like, "Oh, well, it's tradition that we bury everybody down below," and you're like, what
"It's tradition that we bury everyone down below."
And then she's walking him down the thing, and you hear that machine going on behind the door, and he just runs for the machine. Like, I don't see his suspicion that quickly being like, "Hey, I need to get through that door to find out what's going on. Is my sister in there?" You know what I mean? But like, it's when he opens the door, Vincent Price literally, you get because he's tall, so you get
True.
So he's like, "Who are you?" Yeah, it's just that nose to nose meetup, which is great for cinematic confrontation. But I love Vincent Price because he is just the most flamboyantly theatrical man there is. But he's also very old school theater, which also looks very feminine and gay, what I mean. But he kind of leans into it in all of his roles because he thinks that's what acting is, and
acting.
I love Vincent Price so much, and for sure.
I like how they went through the Casque of Amontillado and there with the mom.
Oh yeah. And then, like the story, I don't remember the Edgar Allan Poe story that well. I know. I'm sure I know it's very moody and it's all wordy.
Do you know who wrote this movie?
Who wrote this movie?
Richard Matheson.
Did it really?
Guy who wrote Duel.
Yeah.
And wrote What Dreams May Come.
Interesting. That's cool. My thing about this is like I always thought the book was better. Oh, it's just like any Edgar Allan Poe. Like he's so he's very airy with what he says. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you don't really get a full description of what's going on, and then to pick like horror in that same manner, it's not a scary film.
No, it's not. It's just it's more of a thriller.
Yeah. And then
speaking of which, y'all's neighborhood.
What'd you think of the first jump scare in the film?
What was there were jump scares in this
when
film?
They open up the coffin to show his sister, and then like it's just that crepit body and like the hands are that was his sister.
That was the mom.
Was that the mom? No.
In the fucking wall.
No, because remember that was the mom, and then like and then like her crepit mummy hand and like they zoomed into her face like no, that was good. That was really good. But like this movie, I feel like maybe because I was such in a high of like watching every Vincent Price movie when I was younger.
Well, you did that that was like 20 years ago, right?
Yeah. No, even more than that. Because my dad, because we'll go through like my dad will be like,
I don't watch Vincent Price movies.
Yeah, he'll be like, I want to see The Bat. I'm like, and that'll start us watching like a bunch of them in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I remember watching this one because my dad's like, this one's the most scariest film like ever. I'm like, oh okay. But my dad's also 80s, so like, you know what I mean? There's a huge difference between when you find scary.
I have a question. Okay, so he shared horror with you.
Yeah.
Did you share horror with him? Like, did you show him Evil Dead? I know
he does not like new horror.
Where's his cutoff? Like, where's his cutoff for horror?
I remember he got freaked out at Nightmare on Elm Street when we were little, and so like he'd be like, "That's a good fucking movie." The kids could watch it. The kids could watch it. Like he would refuse to like.
So like, did you try showing him any of the Evil Dead movies?
I
think he can handle Army of Darkness.
Army of Darkness. I've seen him watch it.
Okay.
So I've seen him like that.
But not two.
He's not seen two. He's come in while I watch two, and he'll look over and like, and he'll walk away.
See, I think if you would sit and watch two, I think he'd like two.
I think he would like two a lot. I think he would love two if I show him a part, and then he'll probably get involved with it. But like when it comes to demons and stuff like that, he doesn't want to do anything about it. But I think he would like that part where Linda's in the field taking off her head and dancing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
That would be that's his bread and butter right there. He loves that like
that weird shit like that. That's what I'm saying. That movie's just so weird enough.
But yeah, like as for horror, like
where is it? So
Scream is too violent for him.
Okay.
Like, so slashers, I already know are out.
Slashers are out. What about like The Thing? Did you show him The Thing?
He likes The Thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The new one and the old one, or just the new one?
Oh shit! I don't think he's ever seen the new one.
Oh, you haven't shown him the new one?
No.
Not the. I'm sorry.
The prequel.
I don't count the 2012 one. I didn't even see the 2012 one.
Oh, really? I liked it.
I liked the first one.
The first one's amazing.
I like the John Carpenter. When I say the old one, I mean the 1950s one.
Oh, no, he's seen it.
Okay, so then he liked. Did he see the Carpenter one?
He's seen the Carpenter one.
Do you like it?
He did like it. But I don't think he's seen the new one. You know what? Fuck that. I'll make time this weekend, and I'll sit with him and make him watch it.
I'm not blanked the new one.
Oh really? I like it. It's not bad. It just literally leads in 10 seconds before the movie.
No, I know. It ends with the dog running away.
They do a really good job of it, like not making it look too displaced. The only thing is just like because they filmed the whole thing in practical effects.
Well, then
and then the studio, some guy walked in and was like, no, this is all CGI. We're not wasting our time with this. But this is after they filmed everything, so it's like, well, what are you talking about? Because even you can find the test footage.
You told me about this,
and it looks so good. It looks so good. But yeah, they just made it so shitty with the CGI. But yeah, no, for sure, I'll sit down with them and watch it.
But yeah, this was all right.
It's good. Like watching it this summer.
You know what it is?
It's that every time I see Vincent on screen, I just get happy. That makes me happy. And so it was like to me, it's like watching it. It's like, oh yeah, this is kind of a longer, kind of duller movie. It's more like a.
Well, okay, so you said you like The Bat. Is The Bat another Corman one?
No, is it?
Or is it a William Castle?
It's a castle.
Is it a castle?
Yeah.
I like to watch his House at Haunted Hill.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I watch that one a lot.
But
There'll be
also-
drinks and ghouls and there'll be food and drinks and songs and ghosts.
It's so there's like I don't know, like maybe it's the nostalgia in me that just loves all these like.
Well, I've seen
movies.
parts of The Last Man on Earth because you were watching it.
Oh right, how good is that? I love it. I love that movie.
Side note: I haven't watched what's the Will Smith version?
I Am Legend.
Yeah,
It's not bad, but
I've read the
literally-
book.
Yeah.
I mean, I've read the book. Also, Richard Matheson.
Oh, okay. What I found out through this whole month of Corman movies is that he produced so freaking much.
Yeah, he produced Rock and Roll High
Dude,
School.
The Attack of the 50-Foot Cheerleader.
Yeah.
Like I was like, what? There's some movies in here that I was like, I had no idea that movie existed, and I'm compiling a list of like stuff I want to watch. But Slaughter Studios is another one I want. There's a bunch of just like, he also did Emmanuel 6 for the softcore Wolfhound, where the girl turns into the werewolf. Like literally everything that like I love about
he had
cheesy
that-
horror is like.
You know, did you ever watch that show he had on Showtime?
What show did he have in Showtime?
He had a Roger Corman Presents show, and it was like people making. He produced all these shows, and it was like an anthology show, and like he made all these short movies
What?
and stuff that were on not short movies, but like low budget movies. So there was like a space adventure one and a fucking like superhero girl one.
No shit. No, I had no idea.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, no, I'm that for the rest of like the year, I'm just gonna be going through like his.
I don't know how many. I don't think he directed.
Oh no, but his some of these ones that he produced, because like some of them, just the covers alone look amazing. But like he's like, this is probably the longest like filmography thing on IMDb I've ever seen.
Let me see if he directed these or just. It was
The
probably-
Stalker and the Warriors from Hell, The New Gladiators, Purple People Eaters. Like that's one where he is uncredited. But there's so many that he's been uncredited at. It's insane. Beach Balls, not of this earth. These are all stuff that he's produced or was
Yeah, it was all things that people made all these like short ass like these.
Big
Short,
Bad Mama 2, The Nest. The Nest looks like that one looks amazing. It's like this 80s film, and it's this girl in like her underwear and a giant roach on her chest.
Okay.
Tell me that's not a quality film. It's got 1 star. No, sorry, it's 5.3. Strip to Kill, about a stripper who dies. Munchies, you remember Munchies? You ever see Munchies?
No.
No, look at the poster. Where that little gremlin guy with the mohawk
So it was
that
just
girl's
a-
skirt.
It was just a ripoff of.
No, dude, this is so much better. You don't remember this? Because I remember seeing this. I'm like, I need to see that movie, but it was rated R, so I could never see it. But literally, it's just everything. Like, this is the type of like director that just had a passion for making films and just went out of his way to make sure films were just made, which is like
Yeah.
you don't see too often. You get random stuff here and there that like people will do. You know what I mean? But like Stephen King, like Evil Dead 2 would never have happened without Stephen King.
Why?
You didn't know this? Stephen, so Sam Raimi was trying to make the movie, but there was no money. There was no money to be had. But Stephen King found out about it. Fucking loved the movie. Was like, give me a second, give me a couple days, and then he literally funded the rest of the film for Sam Raimi, because he thought the movie was fantastic. So like, you know what I mean? So like, without people believing in these like films or just believing in like the genre, like
Yeah.
you don't get. You want to be saturated with as much variety as possible to find something that you like. Because even if it's a bad director, you'll have a cool scene or you have a cool idea that other people will take it and just run wild with it. And like the thing about like Corman is that he knew how to run a set and he just ran it. And like with this one, like there's no way he would be able to make the movies that he made without like being on top of his shit.
Yeah.
And like I don't know, like the Pendulum, it's a drier movie, but it's one of my favorites.
It is. It is really dry, but it was. I mean, it's fine.
Yeah, and then there was a part where Corman was. It's the last scene where Francis is on the pedestal and the pendulum is coming down, and so they built the whole rig, and the pedestal, every time the pendulum swung, it just came down a little bit, and the actor was like, "Shit, like I don't feel like this is safe. Like I don't.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's gonna be cool?" And Corman's like, 100%. Like, you know what? Not only that, we have to do a run through anyways. Let me just jump on that pedestal really quick. Sit on the pedestal, lay down. He goes, "Run it," and he was just kind of laying there as like, you know, watching it, and even like as it was swinging back and forth, he goes, "Fuck, maybe this shit isn't safe."
Yeah.
But like Corman was even saying too, because this shows you how good of a director he was, because he knew what the results he wanted. That the blade itself had ketchup on the bottom of it.
Yeah.
So when it scraped around like the chest, it literally just smeared that ketchup in the blood stain like riff thing. And I think like that's amazing. I mean, just the gumption of like making this happen with as little money as possible. Like it's just throughout all his stuff. And not only that, but like I'm sure it was all just fucking paper mache and bullshit that like they scrapped together. But how beautiful does this fucking movie look? I mean, it's amazing.
It looks good.
So like I think that's what I think that's why I appreciate this guy's a director, and it didn't really dawn on me until like it was like we're watching all the stuff and I was looking at all the stuff that he was doing. I'm like, dude, this guy fucking rocked it. Like he this is a legacy. This is an amazing legacy that he left us. All these, well, the films that he directed, but also everything that he believed in. Like, fuck it, you want to make that shitty movie? I'm sure it's garbage, but let's make it happen. You know what I mean? Like, and he had the knowledge to find the cheapest way to do it.
So that's the thing, is when you watch one of those movies, those Corman ones that are on Showtime, literally they are doing like a kind of a Star Wars-y like space thing, and they're waiting behind a door for something to come out.
Yeah.
But the helmets they're wearing are Milek hockey helmets.
Oh, see, I love that.
And it says Milek on, no, to the point where they spray painted them silver, and it just says Milek on them.
So what I love about that too is that it gives kids inspiration. Like, oh, I could do a film. I can make a movie. Like they look at them. They made this fucking movie, and like they have hockey helmets. I have a hockey helmet. Let's fucking make a movie. You know what I mean? I like that whole gumption of just like, oh, we can make this. Just like when Tim was making all those like random like videos with his camcorder. When he the cops episode, like how amazing is that? Like, you know, it's fantastic, and it's like, but you need that inspiration to get you going. And like Corman's, the movies he's produced or the movies he directed, like he'll tell you like, yeah, you could do these. Everybody could do these. He's like a meaner version of Kevin Smith, because he was kind of a dick on set.
Yeah.
But I mean, you had to be if you're giving people jobs, paying them well, but the budget's only so big. You have to cram it in as tightly as possible. And not only that, but he was loyal to his whole crew. Everybody kept coming back to him because they knew it was good work, it was hard work, he got paid, and there was no bullshit about it. So,
yeah.
But yeah, great director. Great. I still love this film, but we ask the question every week. Corey Feldman.
I want him to be the doctor.
Oh shit! I was gonna say Francis, but yeah, the doctor would be.
Francis would be fun too, though.
Right? How great would that be? Because I want to see Corey Feldman with the pendulum coming to Adam. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, the doctor would be great.
No, man.
Yeah, but like, what'd you think of the ending?
Oh, bro.
What'd you think of the ending?
I liked it where you find out how twisty it gets, and she's alive.
And then like the sister's like, we'll seal this door, and no one will ever come in through this, like, you know, this part of the castle ever again. And you see that woman's eyes in the Iron Maiden, just like, no. And then like, but like it obviously it has to end with like a Edgar Allan line, because you can't really film that, but it's just that line or like agonies, whatever. You know what I mean?
Did you ever see that movie The Raven? The one with John Cusack?
No.
So they made a movie and it wasn't great. They were trying to have it where John Cusack is Edgar Allan Poe.
He's trying to I heard about it. I've never seen it.
I saw it.
How was it?
Not good, but they used the pendulum. They used the pit and the pendulum.
Oh, did they?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, they used the pendulum.
Speaking of Edgar Allan Poe, there's a new show on Netflix. I haven't seen it yet, but I heard good things about it. House of Usher.
You should like it because it's Mike Flanagan.
Oh, okay.
Have
you seen it?
I've not. I'm not, but I think that's I'm 80% sure it's Mike Flanagan.
That's been on my radar. For a bit.
Now that you know it's Mike Flanagan, you're like, oh, maybe.
Yeah, 100%. It's literally the tipping point. Because I thought it was gonna be like a Gossip Girl or like like these like teeny shows or like the Euphoria. With like loosely based on Edgar Allan Poe, you know what I mean? Things.
Yeah, it's Mike Flanagan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's like the same crew that did Your House on Haunted Hill.
Mm-hmm.
It's him.
Perfect.
He's the one who's supposed to be doing Gunslinger.
The
Dark Towers.
No shit.
Yeah, he's working on Dark Towers for Amazon because he's not at Netflix anymore. He's at Amazon now, and Amazon gave him the okay for the Dark Tower. But
that's okay for a pilot. I need confirmation that's happening.
Mike Flanagan Mike Flanagan is Stephen King's new what the fuck was his name from the 80s? Mick Garris.
Okay.
He's like his Mick Garris.
The main guy. Yeah.
Well, Mick Garris was the one who used to do a lot of the Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah.
Like he did the Langoliers, I think, and he did Tommyknockers, I believe. But like he was the guy. He didn't do it, but he did.
I think the network forced the director for it. I think that was the case.
I'm trying to think what else he did. He's another Stephen King one. Side note about Mick Garris. He wrote a movie that you would not think that he wrote.
What's that?
Hocus Pocus.
Did he really?
Yeah.
You know what? Still,
and he had a
fantastic film.
And he had to negotiate with Disney when they did the sequel and stuff because he didn't get paid shit. He was talking about how Disney didn't pay him shit.
So yeah, I know they're kind of stingy when it comes
not
to
right now.
No, now they
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Forrest.
So what have you been blanking?
Oh, my God! I've been watching Don't Shoot, or was it the David Spade TV show?
Oh, Just Shoot Me.
Just Shoot Me.
Where are you watching it on?
On Hulu.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So
how far into it are you?
Dude, season 3, episode 7.
Are the two dating yet?
They're dating, and then they've already been married, and then that got old, and then like they started dating again. And then David Spade married that supermodel, and then that got washed away. So now he's a divorcee, and
Spade's fucking great.
It's good, and the thing too, which I didn't realize, is that because I remember watching it when it came out, but there's like a lot of Donald Trump references into it because the main guy, his best friend, is Donald Trump. Yeah, and I'm like, so like they constantly refer to like I'll outdo him on like buying presents and whatnot.
Yeah,
but yeah, no, it's good. You can tell it's dated with the writing because you can tell
1990.
It's 1990, but they use a lot of like old school like writing styles or just kind of like motifs, and then like
Well, I think that's one of the Modern Family people before Modern Family.
Okay.
Stephen Levitan.
Yeah.
I think. I'm like 80% sure.
It's not like your 90s sitcoms. It's very much like your older sitcoms. But just, you know what I mean?
Like, thinking like a Dick Van Dyke?
Kind of, because like there's a little like... maybe there's just a lot of older writers that are just trying to like... They write the newer writing differently.
Is it older writers, or is that the style at the time?
No, because the same thing that came out was Friends and...
Dude, Friends is garbage.
Friends? No, Friends is good. You don't like Friends?
I don't like Friends.
I don't like.
You know what it was?
I don't mind watching. Friends is on. I'll watch it, but I don't. I won't go out of my way to watch it.
So,
but I have gone to see certain episodes to remind myself of certain things.
Well, Friends is that show that you watch like when you're a kid, and you haven't seen like good comedy yet.
No, that's Xena, the warrior princess.
No, that's
and Hercules.
That's Jackie Time. Anyway, no, like it's that show, like it's that show that you watch before you know what comedy is.
No, I don't know. Do you know what I say that show would be for me? Because I like it, but I'm not a huge fan of it.
You'll say Cheers.
No, I like Cheers. I would say,
Three's Company.
3 Men.
Dude, here's the thing with the 3.5 or 2.5 Men.
2.5 Men.
So, here's how I know
that, and also
Big Bang.
Big Bang.
I hate Big Bang. I hate this. But here's why.
But I'll watch it. I'll sit there and it's on. I'll watch it.
But like, here's the thing. Okay, so with 2.5 Men, Like
The first season was good because I bought the DVD set after watching one episode.
So we were watching South Park at one point, and in the background you can hear them watching something on TV, and you hear setup, and you hear setup, and then you hear punchline. You hear setup, and like, but
so you hate writing structure, is what you're telling me?
No. It's not that I hate writing structure. It was very much. It just telegraphs here's the setup, and here's the punchline of that joke, and we're watching it, and not even knowing what it is. I look at Jesse and I go, "They're watching 2.5 Men," and he goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm all setup, punchline, setup, punchline, setup, punchline, setup, punchline. And they go to it, and they cut to what they're watching, and they were 100% watching 2.5 Men.
Yeah, you're right.
Now, my beef...
Which I don't... That's why I say that's comedy for people that don't know comedy.
Well, and it's just jokes. Like, I'm not going to say they don't know comedy.
Because even, like, well, the thing is, like, with Just Shoot Me, it's the same thing. They're, like, they set up the jokes way ahead of time, and they telegraph it in, but it's still, like, it's great to see David Spade, like do his thing for it. So it's bad writing... Or not bad writing, but it's okay writing with great actors. That's what it is. I think that's why I like it.
Yeah, I don't know. When it comes to Big Bang Theory, I think I like the first couple seasons of that show, but even then I was just okay with it.
Yeah.
I don't think I watched it past season 2 or 3, and after that I don't like everybody everybody's like, oh, you should watch it, and I was like, no, I'm good. I think.
You know what's a good show?
I think what I think does a better job of that dynamic is Silicon Valley.
Oh, 100%. I love
Silicon Valley does that dynamic better than that show does.
You know what show I like, which is a spin-off, is
Young Sheldon.
Young Sheldon. It's good. It reminds me of a lot of early Malcolm in the Middle.
That's a show I stopped early too.
Oh, really? That was a really good one. The ending of it is really good.
What happens at the end of Malcolm in the Middle?
Malcolm graduates, and then he thinks he's gonna be whatever, and his mom just lays into him like, no, dude, you're
not gonna be a race car driver.
You're not gonna be a race car driver, and then no, but she just lays into him saying no, you're gonna continue to suffer, even when you think you had enough, you don't, and you just keep suffering more. It's a really profound little thing, but still keep it light because they mentioned Dewey, and then Dewey's gonna have the easy life. It's a nice little wrapping of the show, because obviously the kids were getting too old, and the charm of children on TV was wearing thin with them.
Nice. Did you finish The Boys?
No, I need to restart it. I started watching it and just kept getting interrupted.
Where are you at? Have you
watched literally episode 3. So but even then I was bits of it. So, is it done?
The season's done, so you can watch it all.
Okay, cool. So y'all probably watch.
So what did you think of it? So did you watch the rest of your favorite show, The Acolyte? You didn't even finish it?
Didn't even finish it. I just don't care. I just don't care. The writing's just bad, dude.
It's not bad.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah, because it's terrible. They don't. It is. They contradict themselves over and over again, and you're just okay, cool. This is fine and dandy. And you get
all of it does.
No, you get a master.
All of it contradicts its fucking self.
You get a master Jedi who has an attachment to his apprentice when he shouldn't have.
That's the fucking point.
No, that's not the point.
You're right, he shouldn't have, and that's the point of the fucking story.
No, that's not even the main one. That's all of them. All of them have attachments.
And
and they all don't check themselves.
That's why they're all flawed. That's the thing, is that the Jedi are flawed in this. They aren't supposed to be the good guys in this.
They're not the good guys.
They're not.
They've never been.
Bitch.
Bitch. But yeah, no, I just don't like it. And then what now? Vader was a one. It was the one balance to the Force, right? Who was made of midichlorians, the Force, and now you're telling me he was the only one that happened out of randomly, but now you're telling me no, these witches do it all the time because they don't like.
They didn't say they do it all the time.
They did.
They didn't say they do it all the time.
They have no men in their coven, and they do it to themselves.
Nothing.
Dude, read subtext for us. Subtext.
Anyway, did you see the new Beverly Hills Cop movie?
No, I haven't.
Is
it out? I thought it was in theaters.
No, it's on Netflix.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, yeah, I'll watch it.
It was fun.
Was it?
Yeah, it was good. They did a good job.
Do they do, I don't mind, I want new stories. I don't want a bunch of just callbacks of the old ones.
You're going to get callbacks from all the characters, because fucking Bronson Pinchot pops up, and There's a whole thing with Rosewood and Taggart.
Yeah. Like, oh, I saw a movie.
What'd you see?
Twisters.
How was that? We haven't gotten to see it yet.
I liked it. Okay, so I'm not gonna ruin it for you, but the first part of the movie, you see that they have the canister, the Dorothy. They have Dorothy too. And so they're like, oh, cool. They're gonna they're gonna introduce maybe some characters here and there from like the previous ones. They never mention them, and you're like, oh, okay, that's cool. But then like, why would you show that to as like the first thing you see, and then never mention it again or mention how you got in it? Also, there's one part where they could have got the girl.
I know. I've heard about this part where it ends up being Myra Tierney, but it's all in shadow, and then you're like, oh, here's Helen Hunt.
Yeah,
and then no, it's the girl from News Radio.
Yeah, right. And the thing too, it's like I was like, that's such a perfect whatever. I'm sure they offered it to her and they said no, but like,
who knows?
But like, there's only one part of the movie. Well, the thing is like Glenn Powell, like, I think that dude's rad. I like him. But I only know him from one thing.
You know Edgar Wright's making Running Man. He's doing more based on the Stephen King book.
Oh, okay.
Do you know who's starring in his Running Man?
Who?
Glenn Powell.
Is he? Okay, whatever.
Whatever.
So
you were just jacking off to Glenn Powell a second ago.
So I like Glenn Powell, but the only thing I saw him in that I loved him in, and I was like, and that was it, and I was like, yeah, dude, that's my dude. No.
What?
Scream Queens. He plays Chad, the rich, like, douchey guy, and then Nick Jonas is his like gay best friend, and then they're just like bratty little like it's just like Heathers, but like with a killer.
You didn't
killers.
watch?
Have you not seen Scream Queen?
No, because I don't like what's his face that worked on it. The who's the guy that does all that in fucking Glee?
Oh yeah, no, it's the same guy. Yeah.
I don't like that guy because okay. So he had asked the Foo Fighters to like use Foo Fighter songs on Glee, and he's like, "Hey, look," and Dave Grohl was like, "Hey, look, man, I don't mind what you're doing, but I don't want my songs on Glee. Like that's not my thing."
Yeah.
And then he went and started talking all this shit on Dave Grohl because Dave Grohl was like, and Dave Grohl was nice about it. He goes, "Look, every song doesn't need to be on that show."
Dude, Dave Grohl, do you know that he is the son of a CIA agent? Also, he's the one who like funded, and his father was pulling strings for Nirvana to make it big. Also, Courtney Love is a daughter of a CIA agent.
All right then. So I went to the Academy Museum.
The Academy Museum?
Yeah. Well, I went for a special reason. I took my mom to an exhibit.
What exhibit? Where's the Academy Museum?
In L.A.
Okay.
So here's the cool thing about the Academy Museum. It's across the street from a restaurant. That restaurant, they filmed a couple movies in.
Oh, what restaurant?
It was at
Where Harry Met Sally?
No. L.A.
Okay.
They filmed Reservoir Dogs there.
Oh, is this the restaurant?
That's that restaurant at the beginning. No, not that restaurant.
Oh, okay.
The restaurant where they're talking at the beginning.
Okay. Oh, okay.
The restaurant where Walter tells the dude, "You want a tow? I can get you a tow."
Oh, yeah.
I can get you a tow by 3:00. You want nail polish on it?
Yeah.
So that's across the way,
and
a bunch of other movies filmed there, but those are the ones in particular that I cared about. It's in like L.A. I forgot where in L.A. I don't fucking know L.A. I need my wife to fucking navigate her to go with me because she knows L.A. But you go in there and there's a few rows of things. So the first thing you see when you go in, it's how they did all the camera shit for Star Wars.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
I forgot who it was that's doing it, but yeah, they do all the camera shit for Star Wars. Let's see. Okay, so the restaurant was Johnny's Coffee Restaurant. Here,
Johnny's Coffee's Restaurant. Oh, okay.
That's right across the street from the
museum.
I've
seen that. I've driven by there.
They have the piano in there from a little movie called Casablanca.
Ooh, that's cool.
They had a whole Godfather exhibit right now.
Okay. And
they had the horse head.
Oh, that's dope.
They had a bunch of the science and stuff. No, it's the thing. But and while I was there, side note. And we were walking through the Godfather exhibit, and Emily goes, "I want to watch this movie."
Oh, okay.
I'm like,
yeah. I mean, she can.
I was thinking about it, and I'm like, 2, I would want to wait a little bit because the dead hooker.
Oh yeah,
dead hooker.
Actually, some of the deaths are so emotional. I think that'll affect her kind of.
And 1, not so much. 2.
Yeah.
though.
Yeah.
2 with the dead hooker.
Yeah.
Like, let's get through a health class.
Are you gonna have to watch them all of them? Just watch the first one. And
Just
then...
the first one, right? Well, I'm gonna take it to my pops.
Okay.
Because my dad likes that movie a lot. So I'm like, hey, we gotta watch The Godfather. He's the only one wants to watch The Godfather. He's like, I'm down.
Yeah. Nice.
But I had to go for a certain reason. I took my mom to the John Waters exhibit.
Oh, what? I love him.
I get a picture of that.
That's cool.
I got to see Jaws. Also, from Coming to America, they had Prince Akeem's
Oh shit, that's dope.
robe. Yeah, it's pretty fucking cool.
That's cool. That's
But
very cool.
I got so they don't have so clearly Jaws is at the Academy Museum now. He's not at Universal anymore.
Yeah, because they got rid of it, right?
Well, they didn't get rid of it. They put it in the fucking Academy Museum.
No, but they got rid of the that tram part, didn't they?
Why would they get rid of the fucking best part of that fucking park?
Did they? I thought they did.
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
Why would you get rid of the reason to go to Universal Studios?
Harry Potter.
No, that's where they got
Super
no,
Mario?
the first off. Harry Potter is where they replaced.
Simpsons?
Remember the Universal Amphitheater?
The Back to the Future ride.
They don't have the Back to the Future right now.
Motherfuckers.
Remember the Universal Amphitheater?
Yeah.
That's where the Harry Potter land is now.
Okay. Yeah. TT's built it. He
Oh.
just sent me a bunch of pictures when they were putting it together. The dragon almost fell.
Hey, Jimmy.
Hey, Forrest.
Next week we're going to watch another Roger Corman movie. It's called The Intruder.
The Intruder.
And
Is it aliens?
it is not aliens. It has, despite it having one William Shatner in it.
Ooh, nice. Next week.
Next week. Well, that's going to do it for the episode this week. If you have any questions or comments, you can hit us up at our Instagram
At YHBlankThat.
or you can email us at yhblankthat@gmail.com.
Bye.
Bye.